New York police lack training, used excessive force during summer protests, city investigation finds. No shit, Sherlock. Of course they did. What would you expect them to do? Be humane, be civilized? No. It's not their job to be humane or civilized. It's their job to brutalize and oppress the current population that they are governed over in an effort to extort them for more taxes and fees. NANI? Dynamite! Dynamite! We back. How we doing? Hey, let's talk about videotaping the police. You should always do it. Point blank, period. Police within vicinity, you police walking up to you, police asking you questions, just pull out your phone and start recording. Doesn't really matter what you're recording. If the police are around you, if the police are within arm's reach of you, you should be recording them. But above all else, don't talk to police, because their only objective in life is to cause the citizens of a community grief. Period. They don't solve enough crimes to. If I told you I was only 18% effective at doing my job, would you let me keep my job? No. But that's the joke. Their job isn't to solve crimes, protect you, stop rape victims, and stop rapings or anything like that. Their job is to collect an additional tax off the people. The police's job is to maintain structure of power so that a collected tax can be taken off of the people. Because what other reason do they serve? I've never seen a reason to call them, and hopefully you never have a reason to call them. But it's our First Amendment right to be able to record civil servants in the act of their duties, because we pay them and we have the right to see how our money works for us. But apparently the mayor, Eric Adams, doesn't agree with that. And I got some choice words for him. You have the original, but you always got the your life. NYC mayor Eric Adams. How they replace one corrupt mayor with another corrupt mayor? Filming police has gotten out of control, must be done properly. It wouldn't properly. Interesting. Let's hear what his idea of properly is.
With policing and other crimes with others, if people didn't document it, what's your message to the community when they want to document what's going on with trying to stay safe, getting guns off the streets?
Without a doubt, and that is one thing that we're going to do. We're going to teach the public how to properly document. If an officer is on the ground wrestling with someone that has a gun, they should not have to worry about someone standing over them with a camera while they're wrestling with someone. If an officer is trying to prevent a dispute from taking place and de-escalate that dispute, they should have someone standing over their shoulders with a camera in their face, yelling and screaming out there at them without even realizing what the encounter is all about. There's a proper way to police, and there's a proper way to document. If your iPhone can't catch that picture with you being at a safe distance, then you need to upgrade your iPhone. Stop being on top of my police officers while they're carrying out their jobs. That is not acceptable, and it won't be tolerated. That is a very dangerous environment you are creating when you're on top of that officer who has an understanding of what he's doing at the time, yelling police brutality, yelling at the officer, calling them names. Now he has to worry about who's behind him. Is he part of the process that he's trying to de-escalate?
Hey, if you're too scared to be a cop, don't be a cop. It's too hot in the kitchen, get the fuck out. Because, truth be told, there are rules that are set up for there. 8 feet, no pressure. 8 feet is more than enough space to give an officer. And when an officer is sitting there, like this conversation is so daft and dense when you think about the reason why, a big part of the reason why Derek Chauvin was allowed to kill that poor black man was because the audience, the crowd, the people couldn't get to him. They physically couldn't get to him. The bravery it would have taken for one soul to just risk their life, like in retrospect, to just risk it all to tackle Derek Chauvin so that they wouldn't kill an innocent person. Now here he is saying the officers are worried about themselves being filmed. If you are not doing anything wrong, a camera shouldn't bother you. And if someone feels the need to involve themselves with what's going on with an officer and another person, you're probably doing something wrong. The officers are notoriously bad at doing their job. So this mayor doesn't really stand on any leg. And the NYPD and the New York Police Department is on par with being some of the worst police officers in the country. And that says a lot. The mayor made a comment on Wednesday saying that there's a proper way to police and proper way to document actions. Interesting. Let's talk about some of these methods. Judge tosses Staten Island man's conviction following NYPD drug planting allegations. The reason why they were able to stop it is because of a camera. Because people were on them. People were recording them. Because that's your First Amendment right. And the mayor doesn't have the right to tell you not to record them. It's already been established heavily in the Supreme Court. Any Supreme Court in the country, all of them abide and see that to be the law of the land. You can't physically make contact with them, but you better be recording them. Not enough? Let's go into it. 3 cops in 3 states caught planting drugs on innocent people have not been charged. Because even when we catch these people, he went through 3 different states. Even when we catch him, they don't get punished for it. But the only reason why they were able to get out is because someone filmed it. City to pay protesters shoved by cops $387,000. Officers contribute $3,000 of that money. This is from the George Floyd protest. Look at this. And it wasn't done. It wasn't done to do anything as it pertains to law. Just being bullies. Because if you're gonna push someone like that to the ground, might as well arrest them, right? They had to have done something to warrant that. And that's right in front of their sergeant, lieutenant. Just bullies. The Hey movement. All people were screaming back then was just hey. But, because of camera footage, that person is at least getting something, right? New York police lack training, used excessive force during summer protest, city investigation finds. No shit, Sherlock. Of course they did. What would you expect them to do? Be humane, be civilized? No. It's not their job to be humane or civilized. It's their job to brutalize and oppress the current population that they are governed over in an effort to extort them for more taxes and fees. It doesn't make any sense. But as long as I know, I've recorded officers. I have multiple videos of how I record officers. I recorded officers one time and made him so mad he started stuttering. He couldn't take it. They're fragile little baby boys. And I don't think that they deserve any mercy or anything like that. Like, continue to film police. Fuck the mayor and anyone who thinks that it's not appropriate to film them. Like, they don't have your best interest in heart, because when it's all said and done and the cameras and everything are put away, it's just you and it's just your word versus their word. And because of that badge, they get the benefit of the doubt. They get that qualified immunity. You have to be able to show that they don't deserve that qualified immunity. So I appreciate everybody's opinion on this. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Have you ever recorded the police? What was your interaction with the police? Do you know your rights? Do you know the 6th, the 5th, the 4th, the 2nd, and the 1st? All of those are super important when it comes to dealing with police, especially the 4th and the 1st, and the 5th probably the most important. But please make sure you educate yourself. Continue to prosper. You guys take care of yourselves.